there's not going to be really too much to basically talk about basically in regards of this episode 5, why nobody remembers me in a different world of episode 5. I personally want to say is that we finally got a chance to see some of the different races that we have seen, which we see the elves, who also saw the Celestials or something like that, or whatever you want to call them, or anything like that, and basically the Empire rules a different land and stuff like that. That's the first thing I definitely want to talk about. This Empire kind of guy. He seems like he's the kind of guy that you really do not want to trust and stuff like that, and he just mainly just sits in a chair and just basically just does whatever he wants to do because they think that he's some kind of emperor basically of the world or something like that. Like he's so high above many others and stuff like that. And one thing I really want to say here is basically that it doesn't really matter if you're president or prime minister or wherever you are and stuff like that. And I do understand that they're supposed to take care of the people, but but you need to understand like when you have a leader or something like that among the ranks and stuff like that, like president or whatever it is, and stuff like that, and you lead your people to astray, where are they going to go? What's going to happen? Nobody doesn't even know and stuff like that. And so some people will just find it to say like, hey, our leader is not really doing that much basically to protect us and stuff like that. And that's what I get the feeling. Basically, basically what happens, and, basically in other different things and stuff like that. And I want to personally want to say here is that first what I say is that either you have people who are you have a nice leader, nice president, nice prime minister, or you have a dictator or anything like that. And sometimes there's other different leaders basically around the world. Around the world are not like to basically my country because we have freedom of speech and stuff like that. And it's stuff like that. I don't mean to go into politics, but the reason why I'm basically saying all this and stuff like that because like I said before, basically in this episode, it kind of reminds me of this guy. He just doesn't seem to care about his people, but all he cares about is just being in charge because he thinks like he's so high above than every else and stuff like that. Because he doesn't seem like he's basically that kind of character that he just doesn't respect anyone, but he only deserves respect among among the others, like demanding respect and stuff like that. And there's always been a rule of thumb, like people will basically will say, uh, uh, earned respect is not determined that you demand respect or something like that. Demanding respect doesn't mean you earn respect or like that. Respect is not given or anything like that. Respect is earned and stuff like that. And I really definitely think so. And I've learned many different times hard ways based off that. And because I just like I said before, it's just that this guy just kind of rubs me in the wrong way because he just doesn't look like this kind of guy. Just doesn't even care. And like I said before, he's just so high up basically others and stuff like that. And that's what basically feels to me. I want to personally say here is that basically the girl that we're seeing basically in this anime reading and stuff like that, she's pretty much basically a useful kind of supporting work basically, or I would say like not soldier or anything like that. But she's basically can really tell from different things. But the question is, what kind of basically a person that she really actually is? We do not know. She has a whole bunch of these braces for inside her body or something like that, or there may be something that we really do not know. Now, back in episode four, I've heard rumors that people were saying that she kind of might maybe be a spirit. That could be very possible, but we really do not know if that really is based on possibility, if she really actually is, and stuff. And I just want to say this is that there's not really much to basically really talk about. But even though, like I said before, basically just talk about. And one thing I've also want to talk about, basically, I think it was episode 4, I think it was episode 5, that you also have the succubus. Because one thing I really want to say about her, the succubus, and her support and stuff like that, I think they might be very, very useful, basically, for being allies, basically, with the MC and also with reading also well, too. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I think the succubus girl, she doesn't look like she's evil or anything like that, or something like that, even though she has a taste for the MC, which means that she likes the MC and stuff like that. But I think the reason why I think they may go down that route to have her help them, that could be very possible. But you also have to remember, also have to understand and stuff like that. Because I want to personally want to say this is that, like, whenever mythology or anything like that, like elves and stuff like that, elves has a difficult time trying to accept like except when kind of conditions basically going on and stuff like that. Because I one person wants to say this, elves usually basically just keep to themselves and they do not tolerate, foolishness and stuff like that because they're pretty much are basically they're the ones that supposed to, I guess like make peace with them. It's hard to explain and stuff like that because that's basically what they are and stuff like that. And they take a lot of pride in their country, in their world, and stuff like that. And they really, really do. But when it feels to me is that when you turn your back on them, then they're going to turn their back on you, and you may not be able to expect it. But I want to say, first, I want to say this: elves are very, very powerful because they're not a race that you should not tolerate against because they have high standards than everywhere else, basically when it comes to other different races and stuff like that. And sometimes being allies with them can be a hard time because elves are very very hard to basically get to gain their trust. In order to gain their trust, you have to do things just in order to do that. Sometimes they may think like who are you? What are you doing here? And all that other stuff. And the reason why basically for that because like I said before, they have a hard time trusting other people, just other people, because they don't want to endanger their people. They really don't want to and stuff like that. I'm not a big elf fan or anything like that. I'm not saying I don't like elves or anything like that, but I do respect their ideals and stuff like that. Basically, how well they believe and other different things. But like I said before, they may seem like they're nice people, but you have to understand. But when you invade in their country land and stuff like that, they take that pretty seriously, and they really actually do. And it's important. Basically, it's very important that like whatever goes on, basically it goes on, and stuff like that. And so it's not like it's easy, but it's just kind of like to me that this is basically what it basically feels to me. So yeah, so not really much to talk about, but I figured I just wanted to say that. So yeah. Anyways, that's it for this anime review. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys like this episode? You guys don't like it? You guys think it was good, bad? I'm like curious about what you guys have to say. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys there. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Don't forget to subscribe. Please consider subscribing. Please hit the like button. Give me a thumbs up. And please hit the notification bell also too. Let me know you guys watch my videos. And please leave a comment below. Anyways, I love you guys. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care. God bless. Remember, I love you guys. Please stay safe. And remember, stay blessed. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.